The final 100-plus days of the 2024 election season was nothing short of a whirlwind, especially for Vice President Harris. In the last 4 months, she put together a presidential campaign that has taken other candidates years to prepare. The wheels started to come into motion back on June 27th with what political analysts call a disastrous debate for President Biden against former President Trump.
We understand the concerns. We get it. The president did not have a great night.
Days later, on July 1st, the Supreme Court issued a decision granting presidents broad immunity from protection for any official acts while in office. It's a ruling the Trump team touted as a win for them. Meanwhile, calls are growing louder from members of his own party and political analysts for Biden to drop out of the race.
If they're saying, no, there is nothing wrong, there is no actual cognitive decline, then show us that. That's what the American people want to see.
Less than 2 weeks later, on July 13th, attempted assassination on former President Trump, the 20-year-old shooter killed by Secret Service agents.
Thousands of people started running, sprinting, screaming, crying.
Just days after, the assassination attempt overshadowing the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee and the selection of Ohio Senator J.D. Vance as Trump's running mate.
We're going to get out there and try to fire up the crowd tonight and make the case that we have got to reelect President Donald J. Trump to the White House, right?
Then, a major shift in the race for the White House. On Sunday, July 21st, President Joe Biden drops out, no longer seeking re-election and handing the baton to Vice President Harris.
Joe Biden's legacy of accomplishment over the past 3 years is unmatched in modern history.
The vice president then turns to launching a full presidential campaign and selecting a running mate, which happened on August 6th. Governor Tim Walz was tapped as the Democratic vice presidential candidate. Since then, both tickets have crisscrossed the country, working to sway voters in their favor.
I see voters standing together to defend freedom. This moment in our nation has to be about so much more than partisan politics.
So we got to get our country straightened out or we're not going to have a country. All right? That's all.
All the interviews, rallies, attack ads, phone calls, and door knocks will come down to tonight and which party will come out on top.